students, welcome back to Relief Tutorials. Now we will discuss a new type that is called fixed and varies. Okay, and it is exercise 3.3 question number 3/4, fixed and varies. So some charge are fixed and some charge varies. Varies means changes. Okay, now we'll see exercise 3.3. Take out your textbook. It is a very big question, so I am not able to write it on the board. 3.3 question 3/4. See, I am going to read that. The taxi charge in a city consists of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. So you know that when you hire a taxi, even though if you are traveling just 500 meters, they will charge some amount as a fix. So some charge will be fixed charge. Let it be, we say X is a fixed charge. And some charge varies based on number of kilometers you have traveled. If you travel 10 kilometers, so they will charge that amount. If you travel 15 kilometers, then charge will increase. 20 kilometers, charge will increase. So some charge is fixed and some charge varies. Clear? So it is called fixed and varies type. For a distance of 10 kilometers, the charge paid is rupees 105. If you travel 10 kilometers, how much? 10 kilometers, then they charge rupees 105. Clear? And for a journey of 15 kilometers, the charge paid is rupees 155. If you travel 15 kilometers, then charge is rupees 155. Clear? So, for 10 kilometers, 105 rupees. For 15 kilometers, 155. What are the fixed charge and the charge per kilometer? So, these two things you have to find out. So, we will suppose those two things which we have to find out always. So, we write here, let fixed charge is equals to rupees X. Now let charge per kilometer is equals to rupees Y. Clear? So what are the fixed charge and what are the charge per kilometer? How much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 kilometers? So what amount you have to pay for traveling 25 kilometers here? You have to find out. Question. Okay, the first condition. See, very simple. This type of problems are easy. First condition. So that fellow is charging 105 rupees for 10 kilometers. Per kilometer it is rupees Y. So for 1 kilometer Y. So for 10 kilometer 10 Y. And fixed charge is there. So X plus 10Y equal to 105. Total bill is 105. Total bill he has to pay to the taxi wala is 105. So he will take fixed charge and charge per kilometer. So here we have to say, so for 10 kilometers is 10Y. So fixed charge is X. And per kilometer it is Y rupees. So for 10 kilometers it is 10Y. This total fixed charge plus this is equals to 105. This is equation number 1. Clear? Now second condition we will see. For 15 kilometer 155. So fixed charge X rupees. For 15 kilometer 155. So per kilometer Y. So for 15 kilometer 15Y plus is equals to 155. This is equation number 2. Simple, no? Now solving 1 and 2. So coefficient of X is same. So you write any equation you have to write, you write, say you write this equation first. X plus 15Y is equals to 155. X plus 10Y is equals to 105. Change the sign, minus, X minus this cancel. 15Y minus 10Y, that will be 5Y is equal to 155 minus 105. So that will be 50. So Y is equals to 10. Clear? Y equal to 10. Now substitute Y equal to 10 in equation, any one equation. In equation 1, come on. So this is X plus 10 into Y. And Y is 10. So 10 is equals to 105. So X plus 100 is equals to 105. So X is equals to 5. So fixed charge is rupees 5. Whatever may be the distance you travel, but fixed charge will be 5. Now, how much he has to pay for 25 kilometers? Amount paid amount paid for 25 kilometer journey. So amount paid for 25 kilometer journey means that fellow has to pay fixed charge X, and per kilometer how much it is Y. So for 25 kilometer 25 Y, this we have to find. So that is X is how much? 5 rupees plus 25 into Y, and Y is 10 rupees. So 10. So that is equals to 5 plus 250. So that is equals to rupees 255 he has to pay for the journey of 25 kilometer. Quite simple. I hope you understood this. Clear? Okay. Now we'll proceed further. Now we'll do exercise 3.4 and question number 5th. Exercise 3.4, question number 2 to 5th. Take out that question, come on. See here. A lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge for each day after. So for 3 days fixed charge. For 3 days it is fixed charge. Then additional day you have to pay. So it has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge for each day thereafter. For each day they has to pay some additional charge. Okay. For 3 days you are keeping a book, that will be fixed charge. Then for 4 days, the fixed charge for 3 days and extra money for 1 extra day. Clear? So as day increases, the charge also increases. But what is that charge for an extra day? Sarita paid rupees 27. So Sarita, we will see condition. See, Sarita has kept the book for 27 days. For 27 days. Sorry, for 27 rupees. Sarita paid rupees 27. Not days it is. I am extremely sorry. It is 27 rupees. Sarita paid 27 rupees for a book kept for 7 days. How many days? 7 days. So for 7 days, Sarita has paid 27 rupees. While Susie paid rupees 21. Susie, her friend, 21 rupees for the book she kept for 5 days. The book was kept for 5 days. Okay. So these are the conditions. Find the fixed charge and the charge for each extra day. So fixed charge is equals to rupees days and charge for each extra day. Charge for each extra day is equals to rupees 1. Clear? Now we will see first condition. See what is first condition. Now for 3 days it is the fixed charge. Now Sarita has kept the book for 7 days. So fixed charge will be for first 3 days. Then 4th day, 5th day, 6th day, 7th day. That is 4 extra days he has to pay extra charge. This is 7 days, friends. Now see. So now for 3 days it is taken, that is fixed charge, that is X is taken. This rupees is taken for 3 days. Now remaining days means 7 minus 3, that is equals to for 4 days that girl has to pay an extra charge. Clear? And Susie fees it. So for 3 days fixed charge, but she has kept the book for 5 days. So now 5 minus 3. So for 2 days she has to pay an extra charge. Have you got it, friends? So for first 3 days they are taking a fixed charge. But Sarita has kept a book for 7 days and charge was rupees 27. So we'll form an equation. See now. So what will be the equation? First condition. Okay. See. Sarita paid 27 rupees for 7 days. Okay. So extra charge will be for. So extra charge for how many days? 7 minus 3, that is equals to 4 days. So what will be the fixed charge, that is X? Then for 4 days extra charge. Per day charge extra is Y rupees. So 4 days it will be 4Y. So here 4Y. So fixed charge, that is for 3 days. And now extra charge for 4 days. So that is 4y. And total amount paid is 27. So this will be the first condition. Easy. Now second condition. Susie paid rupees 21 for 5 days. So extra charge for how many days? 5 minus 3, that is for 2 days. So equation will be x rupees, that is fixed charge, plus 2 days extra charge she has to pay. Extra charge per day is y. For 2 days it will be 2y is equals to total is 21 rupees. This is equation 2. So we got both the equation. Now we'll solve this 2 equation. So now solving, coefficient is same. Solving 1 and 2, x plus 4y is equals to 27, x plus 2y is equals to 21. Change the sign, minus, here minus, this will get cancelled, 4y minus 2y, 27 minus 21, so you will get 6, so y is equals to 3. Now we'll find x. Substitute y is equals to 3 in equation, any one equation we substitute, okay, in equation 2, that is x plus 2y, y is 3, 2 into 3 is equals to 21, so x plus 6 is equals to 21, so x is equals to 21 minus 6, so x is equals to rupees 15. So fixed charge is 15 rupees and charge per day is rupees 3. See here, we'll see. Fixed charge is 15 rupees, this is 15. Clear? Now per day is rupees how much? Per day rupees 3. 4 3s are 12. 15 plus 12, that is 27. So answer is right. So therefore fixed charge is equals to rupees 15. Charge per day is equals to y, that is equals to rupees 3. Have you got it, friends? So we have completed this question. Now we proceed further and we will solve exercise 3.5. Exercise 3.5. Okay. 3.5, question number 4. Question number 4. In 4 you will do first problem. First. This is first. Clear? I have done these conditions. See, I will read the question. A part of monthly hostel charge is fixed. So part of that monthly charge for hostel is fixed, and the remaining charge depends on the number of days one has taken food in the mess. When student A takes food for 20 days, so the student A, he takes food for 20 days. So student A takes food 20 days, she has to pay rupees, A student taking food for 20 days, and how much rupees she is paying? She has to pay 1000 rupees. Here, as a hostel charge, whereas student B, B takes foods for 26 days. So she is taking food for 26 days. And what is the charge? Hostel expense is 1180 rupees. Find the fixed charge and the cost of food per day. See, these are the two conditions, so we will obtain two equations. Clear? So now, let fixed charge is equal to rupees x, let charge per day. Fixed charge is equal to rupees x and cost of food per day. And cost of food per day is equals to rupees y. Now first condition. See, student A takes foods for how many days? 20 days. So cost of food per day is y. Cost of food per day is y. So for 20 days it will be 20y. And fixed charge is rupees x. That is must. So x plus 20y and total bill is 1000 rupees. Very simple. So first condition, what you will say, fixed charge X and she is taking food for 20 days and food per day is Y. So for 20 days it will be 20Y and that is equals to 1000. This is equation number 1. Now second condition, B student taking food for 26 days. Fixed charge is X. Per day food expense is Y. For 26 days it will be 26Y. Total is equals to 1180. This is equation number 2. Very simple. Just to draw this in rougher so you will easily get the equations. So now solving 1 and 2. Okay, now solving. So x plus anything you will get. First I will get this 26y 180 and x plus 20y is equals to 1000. Change the sign. Minus, minus, minus. This will get cancelled. 26 minus 20y, 6y is equals to here 180. So y is equals to 180 upon 6. So that is equals to y is equals to 30. You got y. Cost of food per day is 30 rupees. Now substitute y equal to 30 in equation 1. What it is, x plus 20y. So 20 into y is 30 is equals to 1000. So now x plus 2 3s are 6, 600 is equals to 1000. So x is equals to 400. So therefore fixed charge is equals to rupees 400 and cost of food per day. Cost of food per day. So cost of food per day is equals to rupees 30. If you want to check, we can check. See here. Fixed charge X, how much? 400. So I will write here 400 plus cost of food per day. Y. Y is how much? 30. So 2 into 3, 600 you will get. 400 plus 600 is 1000 rupees. So it is verified. Clear? So our answer is right. So this is the last problem of this time. Fixed and varies. Clear? So I am going to rub this. This type also I am going to rub. Now we will do some problem that is called miscellaneous type. Miscellaneous. I am going to rub the name of our chapter also. Now type miscellaneous. Clear? See, type miscellaneous. So this is miscellaneous type. Clear? Now see. Exercise 3.3 is totally completed and in exercise 3.4 only one problem is left. So that we are going to do. Okay? So exercise 3.4. Question number 2 and problem number is 4th. See, read the question. Meena went to bank to withdraw rupees 2000. She asked the cashier to give her rupees 50 and rupees 100 notes only. So she wants rupees 50 notes and rupees 100 notes. And she has withdrawn how many rupees? She has withdrawn 2000 rupees is withdrawn. Clear? Meena got 25 notes in all. So total notes of 50 rupees and 100 rupees notes will be total how much? It is total note is 25. Find how many notes of rupees 50 and how many notes of rupees 100 she received. So this you have to find out. So you will suppose those two things. Okay. Number of 50 rupees note. 50 rupees note is equals to X. Number of 100 rupees note is equals to Y. Clear? So now first condition we will see. What is first condition? First condition is that she got 25 notes in all. So total notes are 25. she got 25 notes. She got 25 notes in all. So condition is total notes she has is 25. So 50 rupees note and 100 rupees note total are 25. So 50 rupees notes are X. 100 rupees notes are Y. So total is equals to 25. So this we got first condition, first equation. Now second condition. See what is second condition? She has withdrawn how many? 2000 rupees. Now see 50 rupees notes are X. If 50 rupees notes are 3, then total will be 150. If 50 rupees notes are 3, this is not a 50 rupees note are 3, so total will be 150, you will multiply. If 50 rupees notes are X, then 50 into X, so that will be 50X. If 100 rupees notes are 5, then it will be 500. If 100 rupees notes are Y, then it will be how much? 100 Y rupees. Clear or not? Are you understanding? So here what happens? She withdraw rupees 2000. So now 50 rupees notes, how many 50 rupees notes are there? X. So you will multiply the note with number of notes. So you will get the amount. If 50 rupees notes are 3, the total amount is 150. If 50 rupees notes are X, the total amount is 50X. So total amount here is 50X. This 50X. And if 100 rupees notes are Y, then total amount is 100Y. So from this we can say here, what you can say? 50X plus 100Y. So total will be 2000. Are you understanding, friends? So 50 rupees notes are X. So total amount will be 50X, and 100 rupees notes are Y. So total amount will be 100Y. And if you add these two amount withdrawn is rupees 2000. So nothing you have to do, you will multiply the note with number. So what you will get here? 50X plus 100 rupees notes are Y. So 100Y. So total amount will be 2000. But you see here, each term we can divide by 50. So if you divide this term by 50, you will get X. If you divide by 50, you will get 2Y. If you divide 2000 by 50, see, 2000 by 50, 0, 0 cancel. 5 ones are here, 4, 40. So you will get 40 here. So this is nothing but our equation number 2. That's all. Have you got it, friends? Now, we will solve these two equations. Solving 1 and 2. So what we will get? X plus Y is equals to 25 and X plus 2Y is equals to 40. Change the sign. Minus, minus, minus. This will get cancelled. Y minus 2Y minus Y. 25 minus 40. So minus 15. So Y is equals to 15. So now substitute Y is equals to 15 in equation 1. Equation 1 is X plus Y is equals to 25. So X plus 15 is equals to 25. So X is equals to 10. So number of 50 rupees note is equals to 10 and number of 100 rupees note is equals to 15. Now you see, friends, I told you 50 into X. X is how much? 10. So 50 into 10, what you will get here? 500. 100 into Y. Y is 15. So 100 into 15, you will get 1500. 500 plus 1500 is equals to 2000. Got it? So we have verified our problem. Clear? So nothing, quite simple. Second equation is 50 rupees notes are X, so you will multiply these two things. So you will get 50X. 100 rupees notes are Y, so you will multiply these two things. 100 into Y, 100Y. And if you add, you will get 2000. Clear? So with this we have completed this problem. Okay, I hope you understood this. Now, we will proceed further. So with this I have completed your exercise 3.4. So 3.3, 3.4, now 3.5. 3.5 we have done first two problems. Now see, first problem we are doing exercise 3.5. Exercise 3.5. Question number 4. Question number 4 and problem number 3. So what is that? Yash scored 40 marks in a test. So Yash got 40 marks. How many marks? 40 marks. Yash got 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answers. So for right answer 3 marks. So getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. For wrong answer, losing 1 mark, so minus 1 mark. Clear? Had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer. If for correct answer 4 marks and 2 marks has been deducted for each incorrect answer. So for incorrect answer 2 marks are deducted. Clear? Then Yash would have got score 50 marks. Then Yash should get 50 marks. So for 40 marks this condition, 50 marks. Then Yash should have scored 50 marks. How many questions were there in a test? So how many questions are there in a test you have to find out. So first we will find out here, we will suppose that for correct answer, Yash is getting 3 marks and for wrong answer is reducing 1 mark. So you want to find out how many questions were there in a test. Clear? So what we will suppose here now? What would you have to suppose? See, we will suppose here number of right questions and for number of wrong questions, means for which he got wrong answer. Clear? So we will suppose here let number of right question. For right question, see, that fellow is getting 3 marks. Total mark is 50. If number of right questions are x, for example 5 questions, then how many marks he will get? 5 into 3, 15 he will get. Clear? And number of wrong questions are y. So he is losing 1 mark for the wrong questions. If 5 wrong questions, then minus 5. Are you understanding? So number of questions which were right, we will write number of questions which were right. Which were right. Is equals to x. The number of questions whose answer was right. Okay, number of questions whose answer was right. We write in that manner. See, number of questions whose answer was right is equals to x. Number of questions whose answers were wrong, that is equals to y. So these two things we have solved. And we want to find total number of questions, right and wrong together. So now first condition, Yash scored 40 marks. Total marks are 40. For which you know that he is getting 3 marks for right answers and losing 1 marks for wrong answers. See, that is the condition. If you want to write, we can write here on the board. So Yash scored 40 marks, getting 3 for right answer and losing 1 for wrong answer. Okay, these are the conditions. If you want to write the condition in this manner, you can write in your rough book. No need of showing the whole condition here. Clear? So I am not showing here. Now come on, tell me. That fellow is getting altogether 40 marks. Now 3 marks for each right answer. How many right questions are there whose answers are right? X. So here we will get 3x. Clear? And losing 1 marks for each wrong answer. So minus y. These are the total he got for right answer. From that it will be minus y, and that will be equal to 40. Clear? So first condition is 3x minus y is equals to 40. Now second condition. Okay. Here 50 marks. He is getting 4 marks for right answers. So how many right answers? X. So he will get total 4x marks for right. But at the same time he is attempting the questions which were wrong. How many such questions that fellow has attempted? Why? Why questions? Clear? So, how many marks he will lose for each wrong? 2 marks. So, why question means 2-1. So, that will be subtracted from this total marks which were right. So, answer will be here 50. Are you understanding? This is the marks that fellow has got for right answers. For each right answer he is getting 4 marks. So, that fellow has written X question. So, he will get 4X marks. Now, that fellow has attempted some wrong questions also. And his answers were wrong. And for each wrong answers, 2 marks are deduced. So, minus 2y. And the total will be 50. So, second condition will be 4x minus 2y is equals to 50. So, this is our second condition. Clear? Just make this rough work in your column. Now, I love this. Now, you have to solve these 2 questions. You will multiply this with 2. That's all. Clear? Now, solving 1 and 2. So, you multiply by 2. So, 6x minus 2y is equals to 80. Here, 4x minus 2y is equals to 50. Change the sign. Minus, plus, minus. 6x minus 4x. So, that will be 2x. This will get cancelled. Equal to 80 minus 40. That is equals to 30. So, x is equals to 50. Now, substitute x is equals to 50 in equation 1. Okay, come. This is equation 1. See. So, 3x. X is how much? 15. So, 3 into 15 minus y is equals to 40. So, 45 minus y is equals to 40. So, 45 minus 40 is equals to y. So, therefore, y is equals to 5. So, right answers are 15 right answers and wrong answers are 5. So, we will check. 15 right answer means 3 into 15. So, that will be 45. Y? Y is 5. So, minus 5. 45 minus 5 is 40. Have you got it? Simple. Same thing you verify second equation also. So, therefore, what you have to find? Total number of questions that fellow has attempted. That you have to find. How many questions were there in the test? So, number of questions is equals to x plus 1. So, that is equals to 15 plus 5. So, there were 20 questions in the paper. Have you got it? So, I hope you enjoyed this. Now, we have completed your exercise 3.3, 3.4. Okay. Now, with this we are going to complete our lecture. Remaining we will do in the next lecture. Thank you.